The Galactic Council chamber floated silently in the void, a cathedral of light suspended among the stars. It was ancient, built by the oldest races of the galaxy. Today, 12 of those civilizations had gathered beneath the crystalline canopy, their delegates shimmering in colors unseen by human eyes. At the center stood Supreme Arbiter Valera, her translucent form glowing faintly blue. "We are convened," she said, "to discuss a developing problem, humanity." The chamber stirred uneasily. Ambassador Kelrose of the Threxian Combine hissed, "They have expanded across 47 systems in just 2 centuries. We gave them FTL travel as a gesture of inclusion, and now they challenge our authority. They ask questions," Kelrose continued bitterly. "About our history, our tribute laws, our control. The tribute system, an ancient rule demanding that every new species surrender 30% of its military, technology, and resources in exchange for protection and membership. No one had ever refused." Valera's light dimmed. "Then we will issue the same demand to them. 10 cycles. If they do not comply." She didn't finish. She didn't need to. The others nodded. No one defied the council. 9 days later, the chamber filled again. Delegates murmured about how the spoils of Earth would be divided. Then an aide approached. "The transmission has arrived, Arbiter." The lights dimmed. A single human woman appeared, Secretary General Chen Martinez of the United Nations of Seoul. She wore no ceremonial robe, no ornamentation. Only a plain gray suit. She looked directly into the camera and said, "No." The feed ended. Silence fell across the hall. Ambassador Kelrose let out a shrill laugh. "A misunderstanding. They'll come to their senses." Valera spoke softly. "Play it again." They watched the same clip once more. Same face. Same tone. Same single word. And then they noticed the message had been broadcast publicly. Across every network, on every world, in every language. One word. But it echoed through the galaxy. Humanity had refused the Galactic Council. Outrage turned to retaliation. General Morvax assembled a fleet of 200 warships, the largest enforcement armada in centuries. Their target, New Sivo, a human colony of 12 million. 3 human defense ships waited in orbit. "Submit within 6 hours," Morvax ordered. Colonel Davies, commanding the colony, responded calmly. "You have 6 hours to leave. That's your only warning." The council laughed. Then they opened fire. Within minutes, defense satellites burned, and human ships began to fall. Everything was proceeding as expected, until the sensors screamed. "Sir, the moon is opening." The colony's moon split apart like an egg, revealing a massive weapons platform hidden within. It fired. Rods of solid tungsten rained down at near-relativistic speeds. Council shields collapsed in seconds. Then human ships began disappearing, vanishing and reappearing within the enemy's formation. Micro-jumps, movements that should have been physically impossible. Each jump was followed by precision fire. Voices broke through council comms. "Admiral Morvax, your son is recovering on Vin Prime, isn't he? Captain Thrixel, your mate lives on Coral Gardens. Beautiful place." The fleet froze. This wasn't war. This was hunting. 4 hours later, it was over. Of 200 ships, only 7 survived. 30,000 dead. 50,000 captured. The humans broadcast the entire battle, uncut, uncensored. Every explosion, every death. The message beneath read, "This is what happens when you threaten us." In shock, Valera demanded a full report. What she read changed everything. Earth, classification, Death World, Type 12. A planet designed by chaos itself. Ice ages, volcanic winters, mass extinctions. Diseases, predators, poison, and famine. Life had died there many times. And each time, it came back stronger. Dr. Zextel, the Council's leading xenobiologist, trembled as he spoke. Humans are persistence predators. They chase prey until it collapses. They do not stop. But their psychology was the true horror. They possess a trait no other intelligent species has, he said. Spite. The willingness to harm themselves if it means destroying their enemy. They also had another concept, total war, to fight until nothing remained. If they died, they would drag the universe with them. Valera whispered, if we continue this conflict, it will end in extinction. Dr. Zextel nodded. Yes. And they won't mind. 3 days later, a single human dreadnought appeared above the Council station, so vast that its shadow swallowed the chamber's light. No one fired. A beam descended. Chin Martinez appeared again, calm and steady. We did not accept your invitation, she said. You accepted ours. Valera steadied her voice. State your terms. A hologram flickered to life, maps of the galaxy, lines of control. Martinez spoke. For millennia, you've built an empire on subjugation. That era is over. There will be a new order, one based on equality and freedom. A delegate hissed, and if we refuse? Martinez smiled faintly. Then we tell everyone what happened at New Sivo. We'll see how many still believe in your power. Valera's light dimmed. You could have built your own empire. Why didn't you? Martinez's answer was quiet, almost weary. Because we've learned something. Empires fall. Always. We'd rather build a peace that lasts, one chosen freely, not enforced through fear. Behind her, Admiral Jackson chuckled. Besides, running a galactic empire sounds like a pain in the ass. For the first time in the Council's history, laughter echoed in the chamber. Valera bowed her head. The Council accepts. The old laws shattered. The Equal Accord was signed, a new galactic order founded not on tribute, but cooperation. Humanity didn't conquer the stars. They changed them. And far away, on Earth, Chin Martinez wrote a final note in her diary. We never wanted to rule the galaxy. We just reminded them, never threaten a species that learned survival on a death world.